Welcome to episode 12 of YouTube Millionaire. If you haven't seen any of the previous episodes yet, I highly recommend you watch at least episode 1 before watching this episode so you can understand what this series is all about. There is going to be a huge change overall in my YouTube strategy starting from now, and YouTube Millionaire from this point in time will come out every 6 months instead of every month, and I'll explain why towards the end of the episode. Anyway, first up we have AstralPhaser, which got only 2 new videos this month. The first video had me playing SimCity from 1989 as I tried to meet the needs of the demanding residents in my city. We'll need a road first, won't we? Okay, so we'll have a little road. This is the most silliest city ever. It's like you don't go anywhere. It's just literally some houses, a road, and then some shops. Highway shootings are on the rise. I'm gonna add a police department, and they're obviously gonna need a little bit of electricity. Actually, we might get a fire department. Oh, brownouts, build another power plant. Okay, oh, residents demand a stadium. You guys are so demanding. Next up was the weekly, or should I now say monthly chat, which featured 2 challenges. The first challenge for the Patreons involved trying to guess the year of the objects in certain pictures. The first one is going to be a game console. So you guys get ready to type. Now, well, you better type, guys. And stop. This is actually a Microvision. It was the first handheld console that was able to take interchangeable cartridges. Rock and Summer said 1984, Jakey Pierce said 1980, and Inky Dinkus unfortunately was way off. The winner here was Jakey Pierce. It was 1979. He was 1 year off. So nice try, guys. Nice try. You've got to tell me what year the photo was taken. So don't look at the objects in the photo. It was taken somewhere in the world on a particular year. So in this photo, you can see it kind of looks very much like a 1950s or 60s scene here. It's a little bit deceiving though. If you look really carefully, you'll actually see what looks like a 1990s car in the background there behind one of the poles. So unfortunately, Stefan and Rock and Summer are wrong. Now this... Yeah, sorry, it's not you guys. Now, this photo was taken in Cuba, if you guys know that country, and in that country, they have got a lot of old cars, okay? They basically maintain their old cars, and most people there do have really old cars from the 1950s and around that era, okay? Now, I did trick you. It was a tricky photo because it's in Cuba. Now, the photo was actually taken in July 2017, this photo. So, the person who was the closest was William. William is the winner for this one.
Oh my gosh.
It's a picture of a building. You have to tell me when this building was finished being constructed, okay? Stop.
Ignore my first answer.
It is the National Center for the Performing Arts in China, okay? It's a pretty cool futuristic looking building, and yes, it is a real building. It's not some, concept building that doesn't exist yet. William said 2017. He's also incorrect. Placebo said 2005. He's pretty close. Only 2 years off, but Inky Dink, spot on, 2007 is exactly when that building was made.
It looks more modern than that.
I know, it does. It doesn't look 2007, does it? After that, during the public chat segment, the participants did a similar challenge in which they had to guess the year the cars were made in each picture. So you've got to enter what year the car was made. It is a 1990s car. It was actually made in 1991. So Natrix there is the winner. Congratulations, Natrix. You guessed that one. Okay, the next one is going to come. Stefan, unfortunately, is way off. He's thinking I'd done a trick question here like I did in the Patreon challenge. Anybody who said it's a 1960s car, you were also wrong. 1957. Wait, Inky Dink, I think you're the winner. You said 1954.
Yay!
So, Inky Dink, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Well, the third car is now about to be posted, okay? So get ready to type what year you think this next car was made in. Some of you have said in the future, Rally Master said 2020.
Isn't that a Nissan?
Just wait.
Or a Citroen?
It is a Neo EP9. Now, the year that this was released was 2016. So the three-way tie, the winners for car number 3 are Nick, Reverse Caterpillar, and Rias. On the OSFirstTimer channel, I made 3 new videos. The first video featured Diana reviewing and trying out her new Lenovo Yoga 910 laptop.
Yeah, it's like a tablet.
Now stop.
Yeah?
Now, I want you to build a tower out of those blocks.
Oh, no.
So now see how you can really be in many different positions with this laptop.
You can be.
You know?
And, and even when it is in keyboard mode, not only can you use and do this, like move the mouse here, but you can also click and select things on screen.
Following that, I released a double episode where Diana tried out Hannah Montana Linux and Ben tried out OliOS.
That's okay.
I'll give him a mouth. There we go.
Got duct tape around his mouth.
Well, maybe somebody just got sick of some of the things he said.
I think that is just the perfect picture of Donald Trump.
Do a red, or do a, you know, coloured mouth.
That's the weirdest mouth ever. Yep, you found Kate.
Kate.
That's the name of this
Oh
text
my
avatar.
gosh. I'm going to call it Julie, because everything seems to have a...
Girly name.
Yep. Yeah.
So, open up Julie. She's in Kate now. Now, actually get out of Kate and Julie. Open with Kate. I like open. Open with Kate.
No, I
or
wanna-
open with... Who else?
I want to
is-
open with Cindy. Have a party.
Imagine if it literally had a party with Cindy.
Okay, trash.
There
Good,
you go.
It's gone.
Julie has successfully been removed from Kate. Just to clarify, Kate was pregnant and Julie was the baby. Anyway, last of all, Diana tried out Red Hat Linux 5.1 from 1998, which was very interesting as it included a preview version of GNOME in beta before its initial release in 1999. I'd like to say a huge thank you to Rogue AI here, who won the challenge of setting up Red Hat 5.1 with help from William. Also thanks to everyone else who participated. Next up, How to Quickly, which also got 2 new videos this month, as well as a nice new banner to replace the old one that I've always hated. After making a few new concept logos, viewers of the AstralPhaser Central voted for a new How to Quickly logo as well. The first video showed you how to bypass a broken or non-responsive iPhone home button by placing an overlay home button on the screen, while the second video taught viewers how to make Notepad automatically timestamp their notes. Open Notepad and on the first line type .log in capital letters, then click File, Save and save the text file wherever you like. It's now 1:03 PM, so when I open this text file now, Notepad will automatically log the time for me. OSFT Historic VLogs got 5 new videos, mainly because I was sick towards the end of the month, so it was easier to just upload old archive videos as opposed to make new videos. Some of the videos uploaded included a phone prank I did in 2008.
No, hey, listen, I can tell just by listening to the sound of your voice that there is a movement on you all now.
There's some poo on my balls.
It sounds a little weird.
My dad playing Asphalt 8 in his car, me running macOS System 7.5.3 on my iPod Touch 2G back in 2010, and finally, a video where we try out a strange new Doritos flavour. What flavour do you think it is?
Oh, it smells like peanut butter, tastes like Vegemite.
That's actually hilarious. Okay, so what do you think the flavour is?
Vegemite and peanut butter.
No. The ShiftOS project, led by Michael, has been discontinued until further notice, and the channel has been reverted to the state it was in before Michael started posting videos. Check out the description of this video though for a link to a ShiftOS survey, as there are plans for a new and improved game with a similar but more varied playstyle. The Time Hack channel and project was renamed back to Histor this month, although it goes by the name Histor 2.0 to help distinguish it from my original version of Histor in 2010. Lempermo, who is currently the lead developer for Histor, made 1 new video this month and did an excellent job of showing off all the new features and enhancements to the latest version of Histor.
You can see something new. Inactive title bars. By default, it is gray, but themes can now change the color. And speaking of themes, they also now add sounds for different types of errors. Moving on to the desktop, we have 2 new things here to show you. First, desktop icons can be movable. The files on the desktop are now in a special folder thanks to Alex. This folder can be accessed by the Windows Explorer, which now has better looking icons and exe files that can be opened. And now, let us look at Minesweeper, coded by me and Justin Shea. He coded the game itself while I made the UI look nice. The game works exactly the same as the original Minesweeper game. You can go for high scores on either beginner, intermediate, or expert difficulties, or you can try your hand at a custom-sized field, which can be as hard as you want. You can even make it just nearly impossible. Next, we will open up WordPad, where I have another 2 things to show you. First is a redesigned UI based on the original WordPad. Second is the fact that windows can be resizable now. Over here, we will open up the MS-DOS prompt, which has a more authentic dir command. It shows the files in the directory, how big they are, and how much space is left on your hard drive. Next, we shall go to Internet Explorer, which is undergoing the transition from Internet Explorer 4 to Internet Explorer 3. There, we shall head over to 12patoms.com. Here, I shall actually remember the IP address for 12patoms. But first, let us download and install Guess the Number. It's a simple little game that is exactly what it says it is. You guess a number between 1 and 100, and the game will tell you if you need to guess higher or lower. Now we shall get the FTP client. We see this strange text in the changelog, but then we click on the copyright notice, and it reveals the password. We simply put that into the FTP client, and we are in. We can look through the FTP server and see all the files on it, including the time distorter setup. Let's go ahead and download it, install it, and see that it is finally completed. After the hidden hacker disconnects 12patoms from your PC, you get this little animation thing that shows you traveling to 1999 at long last.
Next up, we have YouTube Millionaire, which is continuing to suffer from slow growth, as although the subs are going up, new videos aren't getting as many views as they used to. Due to YouTube Millionaire episodes taking a whole week to make, I'll now be making them every 6 months instead, which should free up some time for other videos. Terrified Mum got one new video this month in which we reacted to another YouTube poop, but after watching the video, we saw one of the craziest comments ever.
Oh, look at that!
What?
Hey Diana, if you're watching
2 weeks ago.
this... Well, I am actually.
I want to say I love you, I love Ben, I love Philip, I love your whole family, and I am stalking you while you sleep through your window. Well, unless he can float, because he would have to be up pretty high.
I know your exact address, your exact floor, and your exact room number. Room number? I didn't know we've got room numbers inside.
I think you mean apartment number. We don't live in a hotel, in case that's what you're thinking.
Room number.
I look like a realistic version of the picture to the left if you want to file a report to the police, but good luck with that. As for the next channel, nothing happened and nothing ever does. So goodbye, you can be discontinued. Let's Explore is still chugging along, with Sam from Let's Explore Brisbane going around areas near Logan Central and Kingston. If you listen carefully, you can even hear Sam talking about when he joined an AstralPhaser weekly chat.
So yeah, I joined AstralPhaser weekly chat number 20. I was talking to AstralPhaser, you know Phil? Yeah, well I was actually talking to him, right?
Lance did a Let's Explore Go episode where he walked around London live with his viewers. Unfortunately, his phone data reception may not have been the best when he did this video though, as it was quite blurry.
They couldn't actually really think of the name of this bridge, so they called it London Bridge for some reason.
The rest of the channels are still discontinued with a very low chance of revival, so let's move on. Anyway, it's now time to check out how many new subscribers, views and cash my channel's got this month. AstralPhaser most likely had worse stats than last time due to less videos. OSFirstTimer also had worse stats than last time, but with the lack of many new videos, that was no big surprise. How to Quickly had better stats in every category this month, although there was really no clear reason as to why. OSFT VLogs also had better stats, but it did get more videos this month. Histor is continuing to grow, and with their awesome work on the project, I wouldn't be surprised if they reached over 500 subscribers in the next 6 months. YouTube Millionaire got more subscribers than last month, but views and profit were down. Terrified Mum also got more subs than last month, but with only one new video, it didn't get as many views. Let's Explore's unsubscription rate has unfortunately increased, but if anybody has any new ideas to boost the channel's appeal, feel free to contact Lance via the comments on Let's Explore or via Discord. As for the discontinued channels, nothing much happened, but do note that the sudden drop of views on the ShiftOS channel was due to Michael removing his videos. Patreon has been discontinued this month and nobody is being charged after the August 1st payment that paid for July. This payment was included in last month's earnings, although I'll need to subtract $36 due to unpledged money from last month. Do note that I've still got leftover OSFirstTimer tasks to do, so I'll be completing those over the coming months. So I know what you're thinking now, what's going to happen to the Patreon Hall of Fame and of course this Patreon area on the channel tracker? Well, we'll get to that in just a moment, but first it's time to go to the PayPal donation scoreboard. This month I received a donation from William who donated $30, although after fees that became $28.62. This donation places William right up in second place on the scoreboard. Okay, so it's time to fill this old Patreon space with something else, and I know just what to do. How about upgrading the PayPal donation high score list by making it appear here from now on, and as a thank you to the top Patreons on the Hall of Fame, they can get a permanent spot here too. Anyway, in total for the month, I earned $320.07, which is a lot lower than last month due to the discontinuation of Patreon. However, I'm hoping that ad revenue will pick up as my channels increase in size. Anyway, investing in the future is the more wise thing to do with your money, rather than spending it on random objects. So with $320.07, what could you earn? Well, if you invested 320 Australian dollars on a single Bitcoin exactly 2 years ago from today, then your Bitcoin would now be worth $6,013.51. Yeah, that's insane, right? Now, some people even predict that Bitcoin will reach $100,000 in the coming years. I think the key word here though is investing, because when it comes to Bitcoin and investing, it's such an unstable investment that it's more like borderline gambling than anything else. Want a safer investment? Well, instead invest that $320 in a 2% savings account in an Australian bank, and that $320 will grow to $333, meaning it only took you 2 years for your invested money to earn you a grand total of $13. Although due to inflation, your true earnings are actually $4.03. So either you play it safe and make practically nothing, or you risk it all to make big with the potential to blow the lot. Or you can actually just get smart and find a middle ground investment such as blue chip shares or Australian real estate, but yeah, the choice is up to you. Anyway, it's time to move on to the Tower Tech Challenge. The challenge was on Inkyding's channel this month, and after commenting on his videos, the top 2 speediest commenters before Total Tower Tech were Rain and GB Venom, tying with 2 points each. Before I announce the winner though, you probably remember that Cool Koala Gaming, now known as Coolios, wanted a Cool Koala song after I did the Victor Tran song, and got Killer AK47 to sing it for him.
Can you sing the Ollie song for me, or the KKG song?
Ollie, Ollie, he's a koala. Ollie, Ollie, he's a fairy koala.
Was that the end of the song?
Yeah.
Well, Inkydink has done the same with Yotabyte.
Sing the Inkydink song.
Inky dinky do, what you gonna do? Inky dinky do, what the hell you do? Inky dinky do, inky dinky, inky dinky, inky dinky do, what you gonna do? Thank you.
Anyway, since Rain has already won the challenge, the tiebreaker goes to GB Venom, so be sure to go sub to his channel and comment on his new Roblox and gaming videos before Total Tower Tech does. Do note that since YouTube Millionaire will be every 6 months now, I'll make a challenge chain to mention all the channels that won over the next 6 months, assuming that the challenge does actually continue. Well, this episode is now almost over, and the next episode won't be coming out until March 1st. I'm going to be taking a different strategy overall on my channels over the next 6 months, so let's discuss my plans. AstralPhaser is going to be quite active over the next few months as I attempt to rapidly finish Phase 2 of Gaming Through the Ages. After that though, there won't be a Phase 3 due to the lack of views the series gets in relation to how long each episode takes to make. My focus will instead move on to How to Quickly, in which I'll aim to put out multiple videos a week, as I feel it has a higher potential to succeed than AstralPhaser does. Terrified Mum probably won't get any new videos, while Let's Explore and Histor will probably continue depending on what happens in regards to the owners of those channels. OSFT VLogs will get the occasional video, while OSFirstTimer's activity will be pretty low until February 2018, as Diana will have a lot more time to record from that point on. I plan to occasionally experiment with OSFirstTimer in a few months from now, and see if breaking the formula to do other types of videos is successful. Well, this episode of YouTube Millionaire has now come to an end. Be sure to come back in March to see if my new strategy and focus has been successful. I'm hoping that How to Quickly will have at least 5,000 subscribers by then. Anyway, I'll see you in the next episode of YouTube Millionaire.